Good evening. The time is 6:56 p.m. The news headline. See how Iswap terrorist leader Albarnawy, who killed Shêkãü, was brutally assassinated. The news in full. After the death of Abubakar Shêkãü, a senior terrorist leader who died, Daily Trust reports it was Musab Albarnawy who assassinated Abubakar Shêkãü a few months ago. However, Albarnawy was a renowned leader of Iswap and the son of Boko Haram founder Mohammed Yusuf. After years of manhunt, Iswap leader Musab Albarnawy has been killed in Borno State, Daily Trust reports. Albarnawy was reportedly killed at the end of August 2021. Musab Albarnawy, who is the son of Boko Haram founder Mohammed Yusuf. Mohammed Yusuf was assassinated by security forces in 2009 while protesting against the government in 2016. ISIS denounced Albarnawy as its regional leader for West Africa. How was Albarnawy killed? There are two narrations about his death. While the first narration says he was killed by the Nigerian army, another narration says that the internal conflict between him and other Iswap terrorists resulted in his death. The first report was based on statements made by security forces on the battleground, claiming that he was killed along with about 5 other Iswap commanders. It was reported that he was killed in Bola, Yobe, a town on the border of Yobe and Borno State, a source said. But in a different source, they said he died in Yale, Bama. The Daily Trust reported that it has received reports from sources that the leadership crisis has led to Albarnawy's death. It has been reported that between August 14th and August 26, 2021, there was a clash between them and several commanders were lost. A source said that the other side had recruited troops from Central Africa to overthrow Albarnawy, and they had succeeded. The Nigerian military has not yet confirmed or denied the reports of Albarnawy's death. It is not unrelated to the fact that the tradition of the commission it is no more informative of the death of a senior Boko Haram member if it were not for its officers. And this news is actually in line with the recent victory of the Nigerian army in the Zamfara state, towards the majority of banditry disturbing Nigeria in Zamfara state, where Femi Fani-Fakayode had actually come online through his Twitter page to shower encomium and accolades to Governor Matawali of Zamfara State for his efforts to end terrorism in Zamfara State. And recently, Governor Matawali of Zamfara State had actually paid visits to the military camp at Zamfara State in the bush, and the soldiers were actually seen in happy mood singing, being happy about the visit of the Governor Bello Matawali of Zamfara State to them at the camp. And this was a motivation for them, as Femi Fani-Kayode actually took to his Twitter page to shower, saying victory for Zamfara State, victory for Matawali, because of the visit that he had paid due to the impressive efforts and impressive results that they have gotten in Zamfara State over time, because the majority of bandits troubling Nigeria in that Zamfara were said to have been non-natives. And Governor Matawali and his government has actually shut down telecommunications network in Zamfara State, which has actually dealt the biggest blow to the terrorists. However, now it is being stated that the Iswap leader Musab Albarnawy had actually been killed in Borno State at the end of August 2021. It was reported that Mus'ab Albarnawy was actually the son of Boko Haram founder Muhammad Yusuf, and he was assassinated by security forces. Who was, the founder, Muhammad Yusuf, was actually assassinated by security forces in 2009, that's 2009, while protesting against the government in 2016. Protesting against the government in 2016, ISIS denounced Albarnawy as its regional leader for West Africa. So therefore, Muhammad Yusuf was actually killed by the security forces in 2009, but in 2016, the ISIS actually denounced Albarnawy as their own regional leader for West Africa. And the narrations that were actually going around about the death of Albarnawy was that the Nigerian army were actually responsible for his death. That it was the Nigerian army that actually killed Albarnawy through their tactic and strategic plans to end banditry. However, there are also some other insinuations that it was because of the internal conflict between the other Iswap terrorists that actually resulted to his death. And the first report was based on statements made by security forces on the battlefield, where they claimed that he was killed along with 5 other Iswap commanders that are troubling the commuters. And it was also reported that he was killed in Bula Yobe, a town on the border of Yobe and Borno State, where a source said. But a different source that is not actually part of the security forces said that he died in Yale, Bama. It has received reports from sources that the leadership crisis had actually led to Albarnawy's death. And it was reported that between August 14th and August 26, 2021, there was a clash between them and several commanders were actually lost. The Nigerian military has not confirmed or denied the report of Albarnawy's death, and it is not unrelated to the fact that in the tradition of the commission, it is no more informative of the death of a senior Boko Haram member if it were not their officers. And also, Governor Matawale of Zamfara State, has actually been capturing the government. Let us just accredit it to him. But the soldiers of Zamfara State have been capturing and killing the bandits.